We recording this time? Is it? Looks like it's recording this time. Hey guys, I'm just Jershin. Welcome back to episode, now I'm all fricked up, 53, 54, can't remember, of the Binding of Isaac Repentance. The reason I'm all fricked up is because last night, here, I'll show you, go ahead and take a look. You may be like, oh, we just did the Tainted Eve run, why you just won? Why is the win streak at 0? Well, that would be because, we did a run last night. I did a run. I recorded it. One of the greatest runs of all time. I said, I'm going to go ahead and give Tainted Keeper a shot. I promised you guys at home we'd play Tainted Keeper. You've been asking for it over and over and over and over again. And I finally played as him. And not only did I play as him, but it was one of the most busted runs of all time. Not only an amazing run, but like a really good episode in my personal opinion, from like a commentary standpoint and from a synergy standpoint. Tainted Keeper starts off with a quad shot. We got a second quad shot. We got Death's Touch. We got a billion tears ups. We were essentially eviscerating every room we saw, to the point where we nearly were able, we did the light side path. A void portal showed up. We did delirium, and we got delirium down to about this much HP when he teleported on top of me and killed me. So it was like a perfect near photo finish, like just a great episode filled with triumph and heartbreak and strife, and it's gone. I never pressed start recording, and that's the perfect encapsulation of how the last 3 months have been going. So let's go ahead. We're gonna play as Tainted Keeper again, because I promised I would play as him in episode, is this 54? I don't remember. I'm all messed up now. I'm also very upset that I lost that episode, but it's okay. Okay, so that was a bad choice to go in there. That's not a great... This is essentially the exact opposite of how the last one went. So Tainted Keeper, what's different about him? Well, he's got quad shot instead of triple shot. The primary difference between regular Keeper and Tainted Keeper is that when you kill enemies as Tainted Keeper, they drop money on the ground. That's going to become a very important element to our run, because every single... wow. My first item room on the last one was Death's Touch. Little more sad this time around. Every item in the game, in item rooms, boss rooms, etc., costs money. You gotta pay for it all. It's a capitalist economy in Tainted Greed's world. Which means you gotta kill a lot of enemies, because enemies are how you get the money to spawn, and the money disappears very quickly, kind of like a Tainted Maggie run. So it's a really cool mechanic. Oh, shop. You can also buy items in shops, and shops are just in general better as this character. There's boss items that spawn there. You know what's gonna be the saddest is that in the last run, I was like, yo, Tainted Keeper's the strongest character in the game. He's so good. But it's perhaps because I got Death's Touch in my very first item room. I mean, we're going to take a 7-cent divorce papers because that's pretty sick. It's a tears up. I'll probably take Vibrant Bulb as well, to be honest with you. It's only 5 cents. I know we can't really make it work right now, but as soon as we can get a spacebar item, it's just a free stat up if we want it. And I think I do want it. So for 5 cents and all stats up seems pretty awesome. Now, the only downside will be is if we get a really good spacebar item that I want to be constantly using, then we won't get as much use out of it. I'm a little... Never mind. I think this is probably where the secret room is. Yes, another bomb, please. Another bomb, please. Could be in the chest. Yeah, I'm pretty upset that run got lost to the ether. That's literally a YouTube recording mistake that I personally have not made. Don't do me dirty. Speed up. A little scary here. It is if you've ever recorded a YouTube video or you thought about recording a YouTube video, everyone has been there. At some point you will record. I can promise you, maybe you're thinking about getting into YouTube. It's a lot of fun. You should do it. Or Twitch streaming. Well, Twitch streaming, this won't happen to you, but it can in YouTube. At some point you will go to record an episode of whatever you think you're recording. you will accidentally, we're going to take the damage up, obviously. You will accidentally forget to press the start recording button, and 45 minutes will go by and you will cry. It's a shame when it does happen. Now, again, the main difference is it hasn't happened for me in a long time. Great, I don't record as much as I used to, so like less opportunity for it to happen, but I haven't made that mistake in a very long time. And the other sad part is, yeah, it was like, you know, really good, I think, from a commentary perspective. You know, I've felt a bit off in many ways over the last couple of months, and I would say from a recording standpoint, I've definitely felt off over the course of the last couple of months. Just felt like the episodes haven't quite been hitting at the same caliber that maybe I'd want them to be hitting at. But that was an episode that when I finished recording it, I was like, heck yeah, brother, that's quality content right there. And, you know, just personally, I haven't been able to feel like I've been able to say that about a lot of epis lately. I do like Bloody Lust. I mean, the goal is that we wouldn't be taking that much damage over the course of the floor. So I don't know that... Like, you can't really even take that much damage as the Keeper. As Tainted Keeper, because obviously he's only got 2 coin containers, which makes things a little tough. Dolly as a Tears Up is pretty good. I love the expanded shops, dude. The expanded shops are awesome. I'm a big fan of those personally, and I don't even mind pressing buttons now because fighting enemies helps us by giving us more deliciousness, by giving us more coins, which allow us to buy a lot of potentially very good items. I think I will go a little crazy here and unlock both of these. That's not what we're looking for. That's more in line with what we're looking for. But yeah, the other one was insane. I had like Transcendent Tears, Quad Shot, plus Bookworm, plus Broken Glasses, which I think is occasional 2020 Tears, plus Money Equals Power. It was a dime, baby. Another dime. So I think I had like 19 damage, and this is gonna sound really bad, but like a 2-tier stat. But it was a 2-tier stat while shooting like 8 sides out simultaneously. Oh, Polyphemus I received on that run as well. It was truly just a broken run. Everything about it was amazing. And I squandered it. I'm sad that it will never see the light of day. We'll take the Tears Up. We'll take Spider Bite. This gives us enough money to potentially buy whatever we find in our deal with the devil. What's nice about this character is you don't have to use your coin hearts to buy deals with the devil, which as regular Keeper I tend to find means you just don't get deals with the devil. As this character, you get to use money just like you would use anything else. So it's the deal with the devil items, but you get money, which makes me think that deals with the devil will be slightly better than maybe deals with the angel. I did some theory crafting in the last episode about like, would deals with the angel be better as this character? I'm like, well, if you still gotta pay for them, then it's probably not better. That was scary. I don't really want Caffeine Pill, though the speed can be valuable. I mean, yeah. That's funny that they doubled the price of Mom's Knife. That's hilarious that they doubled the price of Mom's Knife to be like, you can't have this. Joke's on you. I can have it, and I will have it. Alright, so we're set. We've got Quad Mom's Knife. Much like that Tainted Lilith run that finally ended up going pretty well. That's exciting for me personally. Feels like we got something going here. This is probably one where we should try to make boss rush happen because I'm going to be doing a lot of damage. Let's per throw. I don't think that's worth 15 cents, so I'm going to go ahead and skadoodle on my way here. But yeah, I'm upset. There was a lot of good commentary in that episode, and now it's just gone. And you know, in the past, I've made the mistake before of forgetting to press the record button. And sometimes I'll just like try to essentially re-record the same episode, meaning like talk about the same stuff. But I always feel like you would think it would get better with practice, but from my perspective personally, the second attempt is always a little bit more botched than the primary attempt. I guess I should cover a couple of things. First of which, this I didn't talk about yesterday. We started streaming again, ladies and gentlemen. It took a long time, and I don't know how long it's gonna last, or if it's gonna be a permanent thing or whatnot. But I'm really trying. Like I said a little bit earlier, the last couple of months have been not lovely for me personally. I have not super duper enjoyed them. HP upgrades do nothing for us. I've not super duper enjoyed them, and I think part of that reason is that I quit streaming, or at least I only stream about once a month now, which is not fun. many, especially over the course of quarantine, many of my closest friends were those that I was able to interact with online. Many of you guys, and not streaming means that's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Let's be careful here. Not streaming means I'm just not interacting with my friends, and that sucks. So I'm hoping partially that like streaming will help break me out of the funk just a teensy tiny bit. Don't get me wrong, it's not just the lack of streaming that's been causing some issues. I think the pandemic in general just wore me down. I'm feeling very burnt out on everything lately, and it's sad, but it's okay. We started streaming again. We played Hat in Time, and not only did we start streaming again, I am committing. I'm gonna take this, and I'm also gonna take this because it's a spacebar item that we're never gonna use, so it's just a free stat upgrade. And I do not want baby diapers, so I'm just gonna head down to the next floor, I think. Brain, where were you going with that? We started playing Hat in Time, which is a game that had been recommended for me for a very long time by many of you guys. Really wanted to see me play Hat in Time, so I'm glad to finally be making it happen. It seems pretty good so far. We're only like 2 hours in. I think I made it to the second world, so relatively in its infancy in terms of a playthrough, but it seems pretty good. I love, the classic 3D puzzle platformers. Banjo-Kazooie, as you probably know, is my favorite game of all time, so seems like it's got a lot of that charm. I believe it is an indie title, so like it's got a little bit, we talked about it on stream, but like, some of the art has like it's a little rough around the edges, maybe a little lacking some polish, but I think the writing and the humor of the game is really good. And the most important thing for me, typically when playing, and this is kind of ironic given I said Banjo-Kazooie is my favorite of all time, but for 3D puzzle platformers, the tight controls, I think Mario Odyssey does it probably about as good as any game I've ever played. Like, it's really important that when you're doing a 3D puzzle platformer, that when you press the jump button, you land where you think you're gonna land. So it seems really good from that perspective thus far. I've not had really any issues so far where I am not landing where I think I'm gonna land or where I hope that I'm going to land, so that's really good. It's usually a very bright spot for a 3D puzzle platformer, so I'm into it. I mean, yeah, infinite bombs are pretty sweet. Infinite bombs are pretty sweet, and we got our bomb back for doing it. We'll do it over here as well, now that we have the infinite bombs. It's pretty good. This is a really good run, not only from... Okay, good stuff. This is a really good run, not just from, like resources in general, but... Okay, that was really scary. Thankfully, we don't lose deal with the devil chance, by the way, when I take damage like a silly, dumb person. So that's pretty good. Little Brim. Brimstone Bombs. Shade. Little Brim's 30 cents, really. Little Brim, Brimstone Bombs, Shade. I'll take Brimstone Bombs. I think. I mean, I did take Brimstone Bombs. I'm trying to decide now if it was worth it. I think Brimstone Bombs are pretty valuable, but maybe that's just because I have infinite bombs right now. Want to leave this floor in about a minute, so let's try to find this item room and secret room rather quickly if we can. Or sorry, shop. Perfect. You want to visit the shop. Box of Spiders is better than the other spacebar item, than pause button for sure. It's better than pause button for sure. Soy milk, that's a good one. I will not be taking soy milk, thank you though. Bomberman? Sure, let's stack some bomb synergies. Let's get a little crazy with it, why not? Alright, let's head down to the next floor, because I do want to make boss rush on this one. This seems like a boss rush doable kind of run with Mom's Knife. Let's check for our secret room. Gotta be, I was hoping that each... Okay, now I need an HP upgrade. Wasn't there an Oh, I'm out of money. Okay, I'm gonna go peep. Okay, that just got really scary. So I love having 9 lives. It gives us some extra opportunities. It's gonna slow things down a little bit, so I'm gonna have to speed it up on the next couple floors. Praying for an HP upgrade in this room right here. Wouldn't have been able to buy it anyway. 15 cents. $0.15, please. HP up. Speed down. Alright, little rude. A little bit rude if you want my honest opinion. I don't think... Not quite gonna get 15 cents. Almost pressed that. One of these is gonna be our secret room. Secret room could hook us up. Let's go. Come on. Hook me up, daddy. That's really good. I think Vibrant Bulb is better, but that's really good. And actually, that's going to allow us... I think there was an HP upgrade in the shop. I'm dumb. There was no HP upgrade in the shop. Okay. Little scary. Second guppy item. Little scary. I think we just got to head to the next floor. Do we get an HP upgrade from the boss fight, maybe? Why am I thinking there was an HP upgrade? I swear I saw an HP upgrade at some point. Did we get it from the boss? No, we got nothing from the boss. Okay. It's okay. We have 9 lives, though, which means a bunch of extra opportunities. And if we can get another thing of HP, that would be wonderful for me personally. So, you're also going to get a library here. It's a library, but it costs money. That's a little bit of a shame. So, basically, do you want 2020, but it's going to cost... Well, actually, we haven't even picked up a book yet, so... Unfortunately, that's probably going to fall in the not worth it category for me, personally. Just based off my own personal assessment of value. That one's going to fall in the not worth it category. That's okay. The shop is always in the worth it category. Would love an H-up. That's a pretty jerk move. That's a pretty jerk move, to be honest with you. I do not want Chewed Pen. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping that the, you know, forcing yourself. I'm kind of hoping that the forcing myself in. Let's go. I'm kind of hope that the forcing myself into doing something trick, gets me to commit to this playthrough. Because even if I could just come back and start streaming 1 day a week, I feel like that'd be. A lot of fun, and B, just like really good for me personally. So I'm hoping I can stick to it. Maybe you'll join me there Saturdays, noon Central Standard Time. We're starting with Hat in Time, but I'm sure we'll play other stuff afterwards. And you know, maybe if I can get a good handle on things, maybe we'll even start streaming more. I did talk about this in the Forgotten episode, but I do think we are nearing a time where I'm hoping it feels like I have more time, because that's been a big thing for me over the last couple of weeks, is just feeling like there's not enough hours in the day to finish all the things that I want to do. And part of that has been my weekends have essentially just been eaten up for like the last 6 months, between like things around the house, landscaping stuff outside, weddings, etc., and bachelor parties and every other thing associated with weddings. It's just been like I'll take the blue pill. 2 luck ups. Good stuff. It's just been like a really busy saga in my life. We've also got, like, we're exiting to some degree the pandemic. Fingers crossed that the Delta variant just stays the F away and isn't bad. Things are starting to open up, and after a year of like not being able to see people and friends for a very long time, suddenly, you know, at least for me, all of my friends are like, let's hang out all the time, which is like, it's not a bad, hopefully that didn't sound like I'm complaining about that, because I don't want it to sound like that at all. I love seeing them. It's been horrible going an entire year not being able to see all of them constantly, so having stuff open back up is great. But I'm also like, I've built my schedule and my life around just not leaving the house ever and not having to bake in other free time associated things. So for a lot of those things to suddenly be coming back, it's like, where does that fit into my schedule? So just some time management, essentially. I need to work on just some time management I need to work on a little bit. Good stuff. What I do love about this character, and I do think this character, I said in the Lost episode, I think Tainted Keeper is better than regular Keeper. Even though you have the safety of the wood and nickel, it's only a 50-50 shot with the wood and nickel that you're actually even going to get what you need to survive, aka an HP if you happen to take a hit. This character, you're spawning coins so constantly by killing enemies. I'm not going to say you're unkillable, but it makes survival a heck of a lot easier, and I'm appreciative of that. Let's quickly, I just want to visit item room and shop. I'm cognizant of time, and hopefully I don't end up getting lost here. Because we are on a little bit of a tight schedule with regards to boss rush. So hopefully I do not get lost here. One makes you larger. That's not great. It's not great for me personally. I don't know if I'm going to have time, actually. Now that I look at this a little closer. I mean, we're pretty much going to one-shot Mom. We should, in theory, just one-shot Mom. You're going to have to hook me up, though. You're going to have to give me my shop and item room rather quickly. Being very rude to me with the overall positioning of things right now. Come on, shop and item room. I'm going to miss boss rush, aren't I? Come on now, come on now, come on now. You can't just skip them. Skipping them is silly, but like, where are they is the thing. Okay, there's the shop. Definitely want Eden's Blessing. I don't even know what this is, but I want it. Suplex, ankle breaker. Don't know what it is, but I can't. Did we visit item room on this floor? I don't think we have, and I don't think I can. I don't think I can. I think I gotta go. Sorry, item room. I don't even know if I'm gonna have time. I think we have time. I think we have time. We'll have to decide if we want to do... If we get a deal with the devil, if we want to go into the deal with the devil. Please choose the right way. Please choose the right way. I think this is the right way. Pretty sure this is the right way. Okay, it's going to be close. Let's keep the timer up. Okay, grab the negative. We're doing Dark Path this time. And then come in here. All right. These are all pretty bad, to be honest with you. These are one of the worst assortment of boss rush items I've ever seen. Okay, I've decided I don't like PLUM flute. It's making it difficult to figure out who I am and who my who my friends are. I think it's easier if I just don't take PLUM flute, because I was gonna think that his bullets were bad enemy bullets, and I'm sure that was gonna cause me damage at some point over the course of this. So I think we're better just holding the pause button. Can't help but notice not very much money's. Excuse me, where's all the money? There's the money, okay. I was gonna say, got me a little scared there that there wasn't a bunch of money falling on the ground. Maybe bosses don't drop it. Maybe bosses don't drop it. This is a very strong run, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to think, what else did I discuss? Oh, the angle. I mean, you gotta be like a really, like almost to a scary point fan of the channel if you notice this. But some of you may notice that the angle of the camera is a little bit different. That's because I got a new monitor, which is very exciting for me. I'm typically a person, and here's where I attempt to retell the story exactly as I said it in the last one, but probably I'm gonna botch a lot of details. Typically, I am a kind of person who like doesn't spend any money on myself whatsoever. I'm like overly frugal to... I think being frugal is a great trait, but I think I'm probably frugal to a detriment, to the point where I could probably enjoy life a lot more if I was just willing to spend some money every now and again. And I'm also like stupid with money. Like in my brain, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna pay off my home in 2 years. Is something underground? Hello? Hello? Okay, that wasn't very nice of you. I'm a dumb... I'm a dumb kind of frugal where I'm like, oh, I'm just not going to... I'm going to eat top ramen every single day for the next... That was very fast. I'm going to eat top ramen every day for the next 4 years. And I'm going to pay off my house in 3 years. Which is not... I mean, it's maybe humanly possible, but like probably not what you want to do. Probably silly overall to do it that way. In fact... I get a lot of TikToks, and I don't know if this is just like Dogecoin to the moon stock bro TikTok or not, but I get a lot of TikToks that are always like, you shouldn't put any down payment on your house. You can make more money putting that money into the stock market than you would pay in interest, blah, blah, blah. Which again, I don't actually know if that's true. Sometimes I don't trust stock market TikTok because, well, very often it's like a 14-year-old in his mom's basement who's providing stock advice. I'm sure some of it's sound, and maybe that is actually sound financial advice, but I don't know, I'm always a little skeptical. But I don't buy things for myself very often, but, you know, I got the new job recently and have a little bit more disposable income than I've had in years past, which was pretty exciting, and I was like, you know what, it was Prime Day. And don't worry, I didn't buy this from Amazon. I did not support Big Jeffy B. But I did support Best Buy, who's like just as large, so probably didn't save much, save the world from capitalism that much. But I bought an Alienware 25-inch monitor from Best Buy, which was really nice, especially if you knew my monitor situation, which I will now describe in brief. So I first built my PC in 2014. That's when I first started the channel, and at the time I had, really though, this isn't the right way. And at the time I first had a dual monitor setup. My two monitors that I had at the time, one of them was a like 19-inch Insignia 720p TV. It was the first TV that I ever got on Christmas one year. I don't remember what. It had to have been like 2005, 2006. It was a very, very old television. That's a good joke. It was a very, very old television. Not one that should ever be used in any year past the year 2000. Honestly, even for the year 2000... it probably was a TV that most people wouldn't want to use. Is a tiny little guy. But I used it because I didn't have any monitors. And then for my second monitor, I used the one monitor for a while. Just the TV. The TV is all I used for a while. Then finally I was like, you know what? I'm a real gamer. I'm going to upgrade to a dual monitor setup. So I bought off of my college's Facebook buy, sell, and trade page. Someone was selling... I just looked this up the other day because I just replaced it. Temperance, I'm not doing. It takes a lot of pills. I just looked it up because I finally replaced it and I wanted to make a tweet about it. It is a 2009 Dell. I don't remember all of the fancy numbers and letters. It was like the Dell 22A7B blah, blah, blah. Ability to fly is amazing. Thank you. We'll just go. It was a 2009 Dell monitor. A chunky boy. I took it downstairs or I would show it to you. And those were the two monitors that I used for most of my PC's life. Now, at one point, I did eventually upgrade to a triple monitor setup. My boy and friend of the channel, Mason, aka Mjar, you may have seen him in Twitch chat from time to time, provided me with an old 2016 Acer, 2015 or 2016, I can't remember. I looked it up as well. A 2015 or 2016 Acer laptop, which when he provided that to me, it like revolutionized my life. To that point, neither of the two monitors slash TVs I was using could go above 720p. So it was the very first above 720p monitor that I was able to use, which is very exciting for me personally. It was very, let's just say Isaac never looked so good. Again, I don't play the most graphically intensive games, so it was mostly Isaac at the time, but it looked beautiful. And that's actually the monitor I have, my second monitor here right now. And I had the triple monitor setup. Then we moved to this new place, and I didn't have quite as much room as I was hoping to, especially once I started working from home. For the triple monitor setup, I had to downgrade to a dual monitor setup, which worked pretty well for a while, but I was itching for an upgrade. I got my Mega Desk, which is like one of the first things I finally started. Like I said, I don't spend a ton of money, but I finally was like, you know what, let's upgrade stuff at least a little bit. And the Mega Desk was one of the first things that I finally splurged on and was like, let's upgrade. So I'm working on upgrading the entire setup, and I saw they had this Alienware 25-inch monitor for usually $399 on sale for $269, and your boy was like, I can't not get it at that price. That's a steal, right? It would almost be poor frugality of me to not take it, you know? So I eventually decided to take it. I'll take Ghost Baby just because it only costs money and we have plenty. I don't know if we can beat Hush. This may be a horrible decision. I'm kind of tempted to do Hush. I think I'm going to try it. We have 9 lives. This could go really badly. The run may end here, which is okay. It ended up being a pretty strong run nonetheless. Primarily thanks to Mom's Knife, but figure might as well take a look and see what we got going on in here. A lot more money, first of all. Shops should be better. Crack of the Sky, no thank you. I'm pretty content with just holding the pause button and never using it. Big fan for a little orbital protection. Actually seems pretty good. What do we have going on in here? That's a double curse room. This is just a regular shop, you liar. That's a shame. I don't know if this is gonna go well. It probably won't. It'll probably go poorly. But I don't know. Hush spawns so many familiars, like so many flies and little gremlins that chase me. He honestly might spawn enough familiars that will constantly be providing me with more money to replenish my HP with. We may be fine. We also are kind of shredding him, which is pretty awesome. You do love to see that. The less time I have to spend on most of his phases, the better. But yeah, so I finally bought the Alienware monitor. I upgraded. This is my first 144 hertz monitor. So you could say that I'm finally a gamer, which is very exciting. I finally made it. This one actually goes up to 240 hertz, which is ridiculous. My eyeballs couldn't even process how fast. Did these guys not? Okay, they do spawn pennies. It seems like it's just kind of. Okay, good stuff. Good Papa the Chariot, in my personal opinion. Papa the Chariot is what I said there. Okay, that was scary. That was scary, but we've done it. The soul of the Keeper has appeared in the basement. Now, do you attempt Delirium? No, I think you play it smart, and I think you just go down. Oh, but we have a guaranteed portal to Delirium. We can do Dark Side Path anytime. We can do Dark Side Path anytime, and not only can we do Dark Side Path anytime, we can try to do Mega Satan in tandem with it. I think you gotta go for Delirium here. I think it's the smarter play. So that's what I'm choosing to do. Now, something like an Alge's Rune would essentially save the run. Win the run, to be honest with you. Not save it, but actually just give us a victory. So, we should do our due diligence and look for one. This is also one of the fastest Void runs I've ever done in my entire life, so pretty happy to be doing this. Quad Mom's Knife, as it turns out. A very worthy 30 cents. A very worthy 30 cents. It is slap of the base. But yeah, I finally upgraded from that horrible monitor setup to a monitor setup that a true gamer can be proud of. Well, I mean, I'm still rocking the old Acer. I'm thinking about upgrading that one too. This is the problem with going from mega frugal. You start getting a little taste of the dopamine when the Amazon boxes start hitting your front doorstep. And suddenly you're like, well, my kid doesn't really need to go to college. So now I'm wanting to upgrade the setup even further. I'm thinking about upgrading the second monitor a bit. And maybe getting some like fancy robotic monitor arms to hold up the monitors. I don't know. It's all a work in progress right now. I'm just thinking about it. It's just exciting. Most of this is being prompted by, I mean, A, the search for dopamine for sure, but B, I would say the getting a new job where for the first time I'm actually being paid like market rate for what I was supposed to be doing for the last 3 years. It's both invigorating to be like, yo, I'm finally making what AverageSalaries.com says I'm supposed to be making right out of college. It only took 5 years, rips. That's very nice. There's also a part of me that's like, you tell me I could have had this fancy Alienware monitor 3 years ago if I just got a real job instead of being like, I'm gonna work at a video game studio because it'll be fun. Narrator, it was not fun. Narrator, it was the most traumatizing experience of your life. You probably are gonna have some deep-seated issues related to it for many years to come. Enjoy. I do think we should explore most, if not all, of the floor, just to see if we can't get ourselves a teleportation card, and to try to see if we can find a chariot card, Alge's Rune, anything that could potentially save us. Again, we do have 9 lives. Oh, wait! It actually doesn't matter that much, because we have 9 lives, and if we die, we will simply leave the Delirium fight, and then we can go explore again. So that's kind of our teleportation card. So we actually can just go fight bosses willy-nilly as we find them. Who's Willy, by the way? Another one makes you larger pill. The pills could save us. It could be, well, actually a perks pill doesn't really do anything for me. There's probably no pills that actually do anything for me now that I think about it for more than 4 seconds. So never mind. Pretend I didn't say anything there. Charged key we'll leave on the ground. A charged key we will leave on the ground. And who knows, maybe we won't even need an Alge's Rune. Maybe we're strong enough, we'll just beat Delirium first try. I'll just go ahead and give you a spoiler alert that I doubt that's going to be the case, just based on how the last Delirium run went. I don't see that being the case. Take a black rune. I'll take a black rune. Magician card. Tower card. You could... I was gonna say you could hook me up, but you didn't. You could have. I love theory crafting. In theory, you could have. In actuality, you didn't. That's okay. But yeah, so maybe you'll see some more upgrades to the setup coming forward. Especially, I'm also hoping that this forcing myself to stream will... Excuse me? I'm hoping that the forcing myself to stream will also initiate some of those decisions as well of making upgrades. I'm really tempted to take those pills, but if it's a HP down, it's essentially forfeiting the run, so I don't know if I can stomach that possibility even, so I'm just not going to do it. But yeah, I was actually looking at some green screen stuff the other day, just because, you know, if this is going to be my recording setup for a while, I do be getting... That was a scary room. I do be getting a little, it's a little sad when I'm editing the Isaac episodes and I notice that my face is covering all of the items. I'm like, someone scroll halfway through the video and want to know what all items I have. It's a little annoying that I cover them up, but there's like nowhere I can put it on the screen where I'm not covering. I guess I could just lower it a little bit. Problem solved. But it feels like I'm always covering valuable information, you know? So I would prefer to just be green screen and then, you know, stick me in the corner somewhere. I do have a green screen, but it's like a large sheet that I would have to like set up and take down every single time. I'm looking at one of those super fancy not drawstring. It's not like a freaking Woody doll. What do you call those things? Not drawstring. I don't know the word I'm looking for. Like a projector screen. If you know, from like elementary school, your teacher would pull down to put up the projector so that she could write on the little. I just realized that today's youths. That's just the quarter. Let's black rune it. I just realized that today's youths will not understand that reference because you guys probably just have like smart boards and magic screens and things like that. We used to have to get this light bulb based projector out. And our teacher would put these little transparent... Does this actually give me Holy Mantle for the floor? It did. Is that worth losing the vibrant bulb upgrade? Probably not. Your teacher would get out these little transparent sheets of plastic and then take notes on the transparent sheet of plastic that you would copy, and then when the transparent sheet was full of notes, she'd have to spend 5 minutes erasing all of the dry erase stuff she just put on there instead of just, you know, putting a PowerPoint slide up on the screen. It's always delirium first time if you don't want him to be. It is one of the oldest rules, but it's okay. Like I said, if we die, we'll just go explore the rest of the floor. We'll do all the other boss fights. Hopefully get an HP upgrade to show for it. This boss fight sucks, dude. It's too fast. God. Bombs are key. I got a penny somehow. I have no idea how I got that penny. I'm really slow. Frick. No, I went for the penny. Okay, that's a big problem. That's a big problem. HP up. Tears up. So I basically need to now go take every single pill that we found over the course of this entire run. And I also need to go do all of the rest. I need to go do... That's... I should have picked that up and saw that it was a bad trip pill, because then it would have turned into a full health pill. The full health pill, I'm not going to say it would have won us the run there, but it would have been nice to just pop instantly. So what I have to do now is I need to do all of the other boss fights. What happened to all my... I hit the bombs or key pill. That's what happened to all my bombs. That's a big shame. That's suspicious. That's weird. That's a shame because I was going to use those brimstone bombs to just wreak havoc on him. That's very upsetting. Think we may have just screwed ourselves. The only way that we could potentially be saved... The only way we could potentially be saved is if one of these boss fights pays out with an HP upgrade. I pretty much don't see us no-hitting the boss. So we need one of these to pay out with an HP upgrade. Pandora's box. It did nothing. Did absolutely nothing. That's alright. Butt bombs. It's another bomb synergy. We'll take it. And we're gonna have 8 attempts to try to beat this guy. Razor Blade does not do anything for me, unfortunately. Please. There's so many HP upgrades out there. All stats upgrades. There's so many chances that one of them could be an HP upgrade. We could also look for secret rooms, but I'm really nervous. I kind of want to have the bombs at the ready for the boss fight. That's a shame. That's a shame. That's one less opportunity against Delirium. Blue map's gonna show me where the freaking secret rooms are, dude. I always hate doing this as well because we're just creating more opportunities. There's some good items in here, but they're not what we need. We're just creating more opportunities for him to transform into different bosses, which just makes the boss fight so much more difficult. Oh, that's it. Okay, so we're on Delirium. Frick, dude. Unless one of these secret rooms has an HP upgrade. Please, raw liver. The D-Infinity? The D-Infinity is different? Oh my goodness, I can do whatever I want. Okay, well, I probably don't want to reroll. That's wild. Turn into raw liver. No! No! Oh no. I'm so sad. The reason I got pogged there is because it said odd mushroom. And I thought that meant fat odd mushroom, which is an HP upgrade. Instead, it was skinny odd mushroom. Oh, that sucks, dude. That sucks really badly. Instead, it was skinny odd mushroom, which basically just lowered our damage. That's pretty upsetting. That sucks. Okay. We got one more chance. We got one more chance. We have 6 more chances. We got one more chance. And that is to use the D6 to reroll Razor Blade. And perhaps when we reroll Razor Blade, which room was that in? I think it was in this left one. Perhaps we can reroll this into an item that actually helps us. That's a lot of spirit hearts, but unfortunately I can't use those. Alright, so we probably just lose. That sucks, dude. That sucks quite badly. Alga's Rune? Alga's Rune maybe? 2 of diamonds? Alga's Rune maybe? Alga's Rune maybe? Hermit card. It's not going to do anything for me, unfortunately. I tried to min-max this one, so what it's essentially going to come down to, and I'll bring the Magician card. How much damage do I lose from this? Oh, I don't lose anything because we don't have a full charge. So actually, yeah, we should take the Holy Mantle. Where am I? Where am I going here? I'm going to pick up the Magician card. This will be our, like, one shot, essentially. And then, like, this will be our best opportunity. I'll bring Magician card. I will bring the Holy Mantle charge. So I can take 2 hits. Other than that, just got to play perfectly. No problem. No problem. You seem worried. Why do you seem worried? Just play perfectly forehead and we can take the victory home. Okay. That's a shame, dude. He spawns so many enemies. come on! Oh, you jerk. Excuse me? The boss music ended? That means you legally have to give me the victory? I'm pretty sure how that works. Oh, there's two of him. Oh, there's two of them now. Okay, this is broken. Oh, God. This is a shame because I actually don't think the Delirium fight with this guy is going to be that tough. Because he spawns so many... That was terrifying. Because he spawns so many... What's this? Sun card. Doesn't help me. Because he spawns so many familiars... Yeah, Delirium's a lot of fun. Love when he just spawns underneath you. Really, really well-designed boss. Because he spawns so many familiars, I feel like you can pretty much bank on having a decent reservoir of HP to potentially pull from. You know, in potential times of need. Frick, dude. Frick, dude. I think I gotta focus. I don't think it's gonna matter too much because he just can spawn underneath you at a moment's notice. Like what do you do in those situations is my question. Sometimes he just is inside of you. And you have negative 3 seconds to do anything about it, so my... Help, where is he? Why are there 3 of them? This boss sucks. I hate Delirium so much, dude. He is the worst designed boss in the game, bar none. Not even close. Worst boss. Hate that he exists. Hate that he exists. All right, we gave it our best. I probably should have just explored the rest of the floor rather than being like, we have 9 lives. We'll get another HP upgrade. That the attempt with 2 lives is without a doubt the easiest one to do it on. That is now 2 back-to-back episodes, although one is lost to the ether, as you know, where I got Delirium down to this much HP with Tainted Keeper and wasn't able to bring the rest of it home. But that's okay, because we did do Boss Rush and Hush, which are both pretty difficult things, so... Tainted Keeper seems like an amazing character. I'm actually excited to play more of him, unlike Tainted Eve. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider showing some support, liking, commenting, subscribing. All help out a tremendous deal. Share with your grandmother as always. With that, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.